Boom! What is going on, guys? We are back with another video. The first video inside my new apartment. Is the lens clean? In my apartment right now. I'm in my room. Here it is. You guys will get a little tour later. It's quarantine. I don't really have anything to do except make this video for you guys. I'm asking myself, when the fuck am I gonna... Ooh, snap. This might be the spot to do videos. Let's see. Then we gotta put something under here. Let's see. Here's my passport. You can throw that under there. Ooh, maybe a little too much because I got the 50-page book. Because we gonna be traveling a lot. Once this Corona shit's over, at least. Like, my one plan was like, that trip I just did, London, France, Spain, Amsterdam. I wanted to do it again this summer. I wanna do those like maybe 4 times a year. I wanted to plan one this summer. My little brother was gonna come because he just turned 18. My friends from my hometown, a bunch more people. When you travel with more people, you guys are staying in the same place, more people pitching in. That means you guys can get a bigger place, a nicer place. So I was really fucking excited for that, but then Corona came in, and that's the least of my worries though, but because there's a lot of shit going on in the world. But this Corona thing has made me think a lot. This might be the spot where, like, you know, sometimes I come right here and I talk to you guys. We're gonna deck this all out with some loft lights. Not some loft lights. Some lights, just normal lights. I can see downtown from here, which is pretty tight. You know what's also crazy? It's like, all right, no one else is here at the apartment. It's just me here in quarantine. Like, Christian, he's at his girlfriend's. My roommate John, he's back home in Connecticut. I've been here for like a month and a half by myself. I've been going crazy. Like being in this little cave. My cousin was sleeping down here under the loft and he was really high. He was like, dude, I just feel like I'm in a bubble down here. We're gonna make that like 10x once we get like lights up here. Some more like bean bags, a little comfier spot. But perfectly when you're sitting down here, you guys remember the old Studio 19 sign. But when you're sitting down here and obviously you have blankets and stuff, you can perfectly see the TV. It's like a perfect setup. So whether you're up there, down here with like 3 friends. Let's take it back to the beginning. My room's small. Okay, I don't have that big of a room. You know, so I was like, I have to put a loft bed in here to get the things that I want in my room. Because to be honest, me moving out of our last place, I was sharing a room with Christian. I shared a room with a lot of fucking people. I shared a room with a Tinder girl that we barely knew, that we ended up kicking out. Kind of like, not really blackmailed her, but we like gave her no option. We were like, hey, if you don't move out, we're gonna move out and you're gonna be stuck with this lease. You know, we didn't mind paying to get out of the lease. And cause she was like this pessimistic girl, we didn't want anything to do with her. So she left, and then I was by myself for a bit. And then I had my best friend move in from hometown, Eric. He moved in, he was there, you know, testing out LA, you know, giving it a shot. He moved out, I was back alone. And then my ex-girlfriend moved in, which was a weird like little dynamic because she was like still my ex while she was living with me. And then she moved out and then I was alone again. And then I met Batim, I was like, Batim, move from New York to Cali and let's be roommates. And then ended up having 3 more people moving into my room with Batim. It was me, Batim, Christian, and Sebastian, 4 of us in one room, while Shane and Taylor were in the other room with a fucking golden retriever. And this is a small ass like apartment, right? 6 of us and a fucking dog. Landlord had no idea. And we were just having the time of our lives for maybe about 2 months where I had a falling out with the one kid. And keep in mind, we only had 2 beds in that master bedroom. And there's 4 fucking guys. 2 guys on each bed, and we didn't give a fuck. We were just like, yo, just move in, let's have fun, let's create content, you know, let's all motivate each other. And my rent was like fucking $300, dude. And I was chilling. There was 2 people on each bed, we were just sharing beds, we were sharing a bathroom. The place was a fucking mess, first of all. Don't ever do that. I mean, it was kind of fun, I'm not gonna lie. Never really had my privacy, never had like my own space. I did when I was in high school, you know, for a time, and that was great. That was actually like almost the same size as this room. This room is a little bit bigger, but the one I had in high school was a small little, you know, corner we built out in the garage. We just added 2 walls to the corner and it was like my little space. It was like 10 by 10. This is maybe like, you know what? This is actually a lot bigger because I forgot about the ceiling. The ceilings are like, okay, I'm like 6 foot, so maybe you could stack like 2 of me. Maybe that's 4 feet, 10, 11. Do I have a fucking... Perfect. This is tall. All right, we're at 7 feet so far. 9 feet and 10 inches. Wow. Oh, what was I saying? See, this is why I like kind of diagnosed myself with ADHD, or I don't know. I feel like I do. I don't ADHD, ADD. I can never stay on topic. You know, I've never had my own room before. Even when we had those 4 people in that one room, you know, 2 of them ended up moving out, but Tim and Sebastian. And then it was just left with like me and Christian. And we were like, you know, 2 best friends living together, great things. You know, we all ended up moving out. Was living in the back room at my dad's house, and I didn't realize how important like having your own space was, having your own, you know, place to do your hobbies, a quiet place, you know, your own bed, like not having your own bathroom, staying clean so you can stay clear-minded and not have like constant distractions. Shout out to Pringles. Not constant distractions, just like I think you need your place where you can create your art and where you're in control. Because when you do have a roommate that's you're out of control on a couple things. You're not, you know, he can be there whenever he wants. You know, he may bring a girl around. If you want to bring a girl around, you can't, because, you know, he's there. Although me and Christian didn't really care. Whenever Christian and his girlfriend came over, I just pretended I was asleep. I was, but I woke up one time and I had a nosebleed. And I didn't know whether to get up and like, because I was hearing stuff going on, but I didn't know whether to get up and like run out of the room because I had a nosebleed. I like woke up in the middle of the night, you know, and Christian and his girlfriend are over. I was sleeping and I felt something like coming out of my nose, and I was like, shit, like I think they're doing stuff, you know, like in the other bed next to me, and this was at our old place. I was like, fuck, do I get up like right away because like they're probably in the middle of stuff, or should I was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna start like kind of like moving, like groaning and stuff, so it's like I'm getting up. So they ended up stopping, and then I was able to get up with my nosebleed, but they had no idea what was going on. But what was going on in my head, I was freaking out. A little thing, I got addicted to these. I don't fucking support this, so don't do it, but I wanted to share. I've never been the one, you know, to support like Juuls, nicotine, cigarettes, never. I've dated girls that smoke cigarettes. I'm just like, it's really a big turn off. But when I went overseas, it's literally everyone smoking cigarettes, you know, so I wanted to like dive myself into the culture. And so I tried it, and I low-key got addicted, which is not a good thing. And then I came back and started using these puffs. I've seen my breathing go down. My lungs don't perform almost like at full capacity. It's kind of scary, you know. It's not, obviously you're not putting something good into your body, so, you know, I'm not proud of that. But the challenge of coming down to not using any of these is in the works. Yeah, because fuck these, dude. Like, I don't know. My little brother's addicted to them too. A lot of kids in America are addicted to these. More kids are using these like the age of 13, which is not good. Like in 6th grade, fucking 7th grade, everyone's kind of fascinated on this like the vape. I mean, I remember when I was in like 8th grade, my friend was like, yo, I got this vape. It doesn't have any nicotine, it's just flavor. And like, we loved that shit. We were like, we would always do that, but it's crazy to see how far they've come and just like putting in like a little thing like this, but not good. Not good, so stay tuned on the updates about fucking getting over this nicotine addiction. But stuff that I wasn't like happy about or like almost ashamed about, I wouldn't tell you guys. Like, for example, I have one testicle. When I was born, I lost one of them because they're supposed to drop from like almost your groin area. They're supposed to drop when you're a baby. And one of them didn't drop, so it was like twisted up. I lost it at birth, but I've always just had one testicle. It was really weird, like growing up. That was just normal for me. And for me that was normal, but I knew you were supposed to have fucking 2 testicles. And there's actually hella people out there that only have 1 nut. I was playing Call of Duty yesterday, and I was like telling the lobby, I was like, yeah, I only got fucking 1 nut. And then one kid was like, yo, me too. And I was just like almost the point of being like authentic and embracing, you know, the things that I've, you know, been insecure about, they lose power. You know, they lose power. Even me talking about this, like, this loses power, because if this was to like almost have a hold over me, or me feel a certain way of like me not being able to tell you guys, you know, it has control over your life. It, you know, it's overtaking it. I'm not proud of this, but I'm not ashamed. There's no right or wrong. I think we're all on the kind of the same path. That who cares what other people are doing? Who cares if, you know, I'm addicted to nicotine. Who cares that I'll have one nut or I smoke weed or, you know, I drink alcohol? Because a lot of times, the times are changing nowadays. People are putting that stuff online. People are being more real. People are tired of, you know, the fake stuff online. I'm no longer at this place where I work for anyone. I have my side hustle, which, you know, pays for my rent, pays for my car. I have that, but it gives me a lot of time. How I see it is like, there's been different chapters in my life where, you know, I worked for a company, like 5 days out of the week, worked my ass off, you know, iconic, 12-hour plus days, you know, sometimes, amazing though, right? Like amazing job. At the end of the day, if you wanted to go take a trip somewhere to like Europe or London and be gone for a month and then do that again, you know, in another quarter, I couldn't do that. I'm in a place right now where, you know, I haven't, you know, committed to any clients. I work with the people I want to. I'm not on a retainer. I've humbled myself enough to do almost this shitty work. It's really tedious work, but it fucking gets, you know, my rent paid. It gets my car paid. It gets, you know, money in my bank account. You know, it actually has nothing to do with any of my passions, but it's the thing that gives me the most time to go work on that stuff. It gives me the place and the space to create art again. And that's something that, you know, I've lost, I've been missing. I've been trying to, you know, reverse engineer of how I can get back to that place, which I have. You know, I have, you know, my art easel set up right here. I have my, you know, workstation back there, the place where I can play Call of Duty, have good times with my friends, stream, take the game, put it into my computer, cut up a clip, post that on Instagram. I have time to do a cooking show. You know, I have my TV up there, I have my bed, I have like a chilling spot, the painting area. If I want to smoke weed down here, if I want to smoke weed in my room, I can. You know, I got high ceilings. Like, that's something I wanted to feel like almost a bigger space of a bigger home. And all these things that I'm mentioning, I wanted an island in our kitchen so we could do this cooking show as well. And all these like almost dreams and ambitions were things that I came up with 8 months ago when I was still living in Hollywood in that apartment with like Shane, Taylor, Christian, and I just asked myself like, what kind of life I want to live. You know, where do I want to be able to travel all the time? Do I want to work on my own terms? Do I want to, you know, have these other outlets of like creativity that I'm putting, you know, energy into, whether it's painting? And I'm not even looking to like make money from painting. It's like, it's something that I love, you know, and it's the things that you love, don't forget about those, because those are the things that make you happy. I literally forgot about the things that I love, you know, whether that was painting, trying to skateboard, you know, testing out music, trying to reinvent myself. I, you know, tested out even smoking weed. Like, I never even been high in my life, and I tried that for the first time at 20, which we'll talk about more. Who do I want to be, and what are the steps I need to do to get there? And where I'm at right now is like exactly where I've wanted to be. I've taken great leaps. I've gone backwards. I've failed. I've had a ton of micro losses over the past 6 months of me trying to get to this place, whether that was losing my camera, losing my 5 terabyte hard drive that had a shit ton of memories that are gone. The memories on there, you don't get to create those again. Whether that was memories when I was in high school at Sonoma State, and I didn't want to dwell on those things because I knew I was like looking backwards, and I had the mission of, yo, I got to get to that place of who I'm going to create myself to be. I'm going to get to that place of who I said I was going to be in that shower floor. When I was literally at the lowest point of my life, sitting on that shower floor, I told myself who I'm going to be. I'm going to be able to travel whenever I want. I'm going to be able to create different mediums. I'm going to be able to reinvent myself through different paths. I'm just happy. I'm fucking really happy with where I'm at. I got a shit ton of stuff coming. Video games, clothing brand. I'm super inspired by fashion right now. Painting, trying to skate. I'm not good at skating, but I want to show you guys that. I want to show you guys the cooking show. I want to, you know, because that's fun. It's called Austin's Munchies. I'm going to be high when I'm cooking. The first time I got high, it was off edibles. And when you're high, you want to eat a lot of fucking food. So usually when I get high, I'm like in the kitchen cooking up some random shit. And I knew it was funny. I knew I had to create something out of it. I have like this weird diet. I have interesting ideas, just crazy concoctions of food You know, maybe we'll create an online Call of Duty. Maybe we'll create Call of Duty video today. Get ahead for tomorrow's video. Oh yeah, there's a video tomorrow too. I want to share more with where I'm going. I want to keep documenting. That's the most important thing. One bad thing about this bed though, not good. We gotta get some more support under this or some pads against the wall. I'm fucking happy though, guys. Just play some Call of Duty.